And hello, hello, hello. And we are back again. It has been a minute, but we're on the other side of the year. It is 2026 and we made it and we are here. And this is Lessons with Larry, episode 63 with Stephanie Winfrey, Money Mike, and your grand host, Larry Lot. Here we go.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you for that introduction, Brother George. That was real nice. I'd like to say Happy New Year's to everyone. This is a brand new year upon us. And we made it. If you hear this, we made it. You know what I mean? And I got my co-host, Miss Stephanie Winfrey, over here to my
Hostess
right.
with the most.
That's right. And I got Money Mike over here. How you doing? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So today's subject is about femininity versus masculinity. Yeah. So, even when you say femininity versus masculinity, one represents a woman and the other represents a female, one represents a male.
Absolutely.
But you see how we got it on the header and say versus. So we had eyes from that point.
Absolutely.
We had eyes from that point.
But
we're gonna go down this rabbit hole and see what we can uncover.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this
Let's
new
go.
year, you know what I mean. So let's
How
go
you
over.
been?
Oh, I've been cool. I can't been blessed. I can't
Yeah.
complain. You know what I mean.
We miss you around here out of the
Yeah,
mud.
yeah. Thank you. It's good to be back. Went on a slight vacation, had fun. You know what I mean, with the family,
Okay.
and did a little traveling.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little
Glad
road
to hear
trip.
that. How you been, Mike?
I've been good. Like I was telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? I had pull a Dave Chappelle move. I was going to Africa, for 3 weeks. That's why I've been
Zimbabwe.
missing.
Yeah.
Oh, you went to Zimbabwe?
I don't know what it is. Whatever they showed, whatever they showed on the Sarah Getty show.
Sarah Getty does.
Yeah, whatever episodes those was. The 3 weeks I was sick. I was in Africa. And I've seen some of the most exotic animals up close and personal.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Done a little soul searching.
Safari, yeah.
Yeah, I had my hat on in front of the TV. And my boots I got.
Yeah, I can see.
That damn Timu gets you every time. I'm watching the Africa and then AI pops up Timu. We got this African gear. I done ordered this shit like a fool, sitting in front of the TV. But nevertheless, I got myself together. And I'm back in action.
Okay, that's what's happening.
Okay, well, that's what's up. So what we gonna talk about now? We gonna bring on that femininity and masculinity.
Yeah, we're gonna uncover this. Let's uncover this.
You gonna pop the
share
cork.
Our views,
Yeah, you gonna pop the cork on that troublemaker.
Yeah, go ahead, Miss Stephanie. Go ahead, ladies first.
I'm the troublemaker.
Yeah, pop the cork.
Hey, we talked about this on another show, but I just think it just need to keep being talked about because it's a problem. I think it's a major problem.
What's the problem? Give me an example of what you're saying.
Times has changed. Men are supposed to be the head of the household. Men are supposed to be, we supposed to be on the side of each other, right? But the men's supposed to lead. But women now are so much stronger until we are not.
They're too strong.
Yeah, but you got to ask yourself why though.
Okay,
why?
Hold on. But in my opinion, right, a woman should be strong during certain circumstances in the absence of her man.
Mm-hmm.
But when her man is there, he represents the strength. So, for an example, you said, let's say, for instance, you're supposed to be by the side, right? So that would be equally. That would be as an equal, right?
Yeah.
So I know this might sound a little cliche-ish, but if you hear a noise and coming from the front of the house, and y'all in the bed, is you equally getting up to go investigate?
We might
or handle it. No. I'm just saying. Or is you gonna say you gonna hit him? Hey, babe. Hey, did you hear that?
Yeah, I'm gonna
go see what that is. Okay, go check that out. You gonna send him, but you ain't trying to be by his side. In the face of the unknown. You know what I mean? Huh?
Hey, if I need to be.
What you should send him. Because that's his position.
I'm gonna say, hey, babe, did you hear that at the door?
Yeah, and he should get up and address it.
I had this happen to me. What you talking about?
And what happened?
Me and my husband both got up.
Hey, was you in front of him? Was you on the side? Hold on. Was you in front? Hold on. Just listen. Was you in front of him? Was you on the side of him? or was you behind him?
I was definitely behind him,
Ooh, okay, that's what's up. Okay, yeah, as you should have been.
as I should have been.
Right.
I was definitely behind, but I was there.
But why is it? Why is it just like that in the face of danger, as opposed to being behind them when you're making life decisions?
Well, I feel like now women already don't feel safe with men no more. And when I say feel safe, I'm not talking about I'm talking about emotionally safe. Let's start there. Women have to feel safe with their partner, emotionally, intimately, and spiritually, whatever that is, whatever the man's supposed to do to have us to follow along, right? We supposed to feel safe. But if the safe is not there, the masculinity becomes part of us immediately, because I don't feel safe with you. And that goes along with the trust. Now, do I trust you? That just depends on if I trust you to be the man that I need you to be, to make me feel safe with all the 5 things that I just said. Can you do that? If you can do that, then I have no problem with having my feminine self to stay in the back and do what I need to do as that woman.
Okay.
So where are the men at? I need to know where the men at. Where's the men at? What happened to the men?
Well, see, when we get into this right here, this topic can go, there's different attachments to it.
Absolutely.
There's different levels to it. But the men are here. The men are definitely here. Now, when you get into your personal
Preference.
turmoil of what's going on in your personal relationship, that's one subject.
I ain't talking about that.
No, I'm just saying, but you just said if he this and if he that, then you with him. And the only way he's not going to be that, then y'all got some wires crossed with each other. So, and you said it depending on that is whether you follow his lead or not.
Well, absolutely, I was following his lead. But
so
he had me.
Which way do we want to be more specific in this questioning of where the men at? Because the men are here and there's good men. I keep hearing so much about there ain't no good men. Men don't step up to the plate.
No.
But let you know which set of standards is being applied to that question and that statement.
What do you
how
mean?
Reasonable is the standards of he got to have a vet?
No.
A 6-bedroom house?
No.
Where we can go.
Chivalry.
All I'm saying is we can go all over the place.
Let me say this.
With this, so let's try to be a little more specific.
I gotta speak for some
so
women
I can give her answer.
Chivalry is gone with men.
Chivalry is dead.
Chivalry is gone, dead, and not alive. Chivalry, the old school chivalry that I seen and my grandfather.
Break that down. What's old school
no
chivalry
longer
to you?
exists no more.
Give an example. State what you're talking
When my
about.
grandmother came home from the grocery store, my grandfather was outside ready to take them groceries in the house, right?
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay.
My grandmother had to do absolutely nothing.
What else?
Nothing.
Though?
The chivalry, baby.
That's chivalry because she ain't got to do nothing.
No, yes, that's chivalry. That's being. That's.
I thought chivalry was basically opening up the door.
Well, that's doing something. Opening up the door, being there.
Okay, well, I'm asking you, but you wouldn't be in.
Taking the groceries.
Nothing but the groceries.
I'm not done. Taking the groceries in the house, opening up the door. No, when man have you seen men opening up car doors lately?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have.
I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, me and you
all
just got out the car,
and I don't even listen. But you can't say that because you got out the car before me. If it was the case,
but most men, let me tell you,
them,
most
as you
men
say, the
say,
man ball.
Hold on, he say like, hold on, let me go and get the door for you. As soon as I hit that, hold on, let me get the door for you, baby.
Yeah, but see, now let's go here. Let me just tell you what. But you my cousin for one. But don't get me wrong.
Saying,
under the right setting, under the right setting, don't you know?
Man,
okay, well let me ask you this: do I not allow you on the elevator first, in the door first, and off the elevator first?
Yes, you do.
As a gentleman.
As a gentleman.
Okay, then.
Yes, you do.
Now, let me just say this to you. Just like now, you're sitting here with a muscle shirt on, you're buff,
well,
you got your hat on,
anyway,
like you've been out there with the D-boys. So come on, which role are y'all going to play and expect a man to make contact?
But don't get intimidated by my buff.
It ain't got to be.
Hold on, no, let's not, you on point, Mike.
Yeah,
and
so
change this out.
I'm not feeling,
what I want to
I'm not feeling you,
but let's get back on track.
Okay.
As far as what you were saying about the example that you seen with your grandfather and your grandmother, right?
Yeah.
Now the only thing is that woman that your grandmother was, she doesn't exist too much anymore.
Because you know why? Because it starts from the man. If you had the man
Let
in
me
the
ask
house,
you, do you need a man?
No, I don't need a man.
Hold on, can you lean in the mic and make sure they hear you?
No, I do not need a man.
No, you don't.
No.
See, now hold up. Do you know how people treat people when they not needed, when they don't need them?
I wouldn't treat it. I
Not
mean,
you, how you
And
treat
I
the
ain't saying-
man.
no,
how I treat the
Because
man.
you don't need him.
You don't need
I
them.
don't, listen, just because I don't
So
need
you don't
a man,
respect
don't mean
him, right?
no. Just because I don't need a man does not mean that I cannot love a man.
Can I throw a flag on the play?
Flag on the field.
Flag on the field.
And I'm saying
You better not.
a super flag on the play.
Ain't no
Super
flag.
flag.
So
Ain't no flag.
before
there.
we even got on, that wasn't what you said. You said you needed a man and you wanted a man.
No, that's not
Yes,
what I
you
said,
did.
Grundy.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
See, you said you using
See?
my government, so you know I'm right.
No.
So you know all the truth coming out when your government come out.
And she
So-
may be telling the truth about not
don't
needing a
need-
man.
But
That's how
she's-
she
but
may
I don't
feel.
need a
But she
man
didn't
because-
say that
Off
on
camera,
air.
she
But watch
said
this,
she
watch
needed
this.
and
Hold up.
wanted.
But let me tell you something.
I don't need
You
a
know,
man.
a lot of women feel like they don't need a man. That's why they don't have a man.
And they
That's not
act like
true.
they don't need a man.
That is
You
not
know?
true. That is not true. I say that because times have changed. Women now I'm taking care of my own self. I don't need a man to take care of me financially or none of that right now.
Okay, you self-sufficient.
I'm
That's your quality.
self-sufficient.
That's your quality. Just like
Right.
there's some self-sufficient men out there.
Right. But
Which is me.
I would love to have a man to make me feel safe and make
Now
me,
it sounds better. It don't sound like
Yeah.
you just anti.
No, I'm not anti.
because you
no,
sounded like
when you didn't give me a chance to finish. I do want a man. I said that, and I also
No,
cleared up the point
not
on
air.
why.
On air, when you look at this again, you clearly said, I don't need a man.
Can we rewind?
But go
this?
ahead.
No, that's cool though. I
We
mean,
gonna
because
rewind
see,
this.
we
It
make
took
hold up,
George
but
F.
no,
Grundy
but you know what,
II
right?
to pull your
So you
card
said
But I
on
don't
that.
need
But that's cool.
one.
But even see, that's the problem. When you realize how a person treat a person when they feel as though they do not need them, as opposed to how you would treat a person if you feel like you need them.
Do you need a woman,
Yeah,
Mike? Do you need a woman?
Yes.
Why?
Because, I mean, for
now you're
one,
gonna be complete without one.
right, for one, you understand it as the Bible, teaches in there, you understand?
No, I'm not going to the Bible.
Well, I'm
talking
just
about
letting you know, and I feel that. And I feel that I enjoy a woman. There's nothing like the company of a beautiful queen.
No. I'm not.
You asked me, I said
no,
yes.
no.
You want me to
I'm talking
answer
about,
the
do
way
you
you
need a-
want me to?
Okay, let me rephrase this. Do you
Please.
need a woman as a mate, not just the comfort of company?
No, as a mate, yes.
So you do need a woman as a
As
mate.
a mate, yes.
Okay.
But I'm just not one that'll settle. I won't settle.
That's not. We're not getting ready to
Right.
switch it up. No, we're
Okay.
not getting
Well,
ready. to-
I said yes.
Okay. So you
I
need
stand on
as
that.
a mate.
I
Okay.
stand on that.
So Mike is looking for a mate now.
And you just said you looking for a mate too. So
I do
hey,
because I want.
we're gonna turn this
I'm
thing.
looking-
I'm gonna turn in Chuck Willery, the black Chuck Willery off of Love Connection. You
Well, I'm
understand?
getting
Get
ready to
y'all
come out
connected.
with my own show. I got my dating show coming.
Okay, that's what's up.
So that's
Yeah,
coming
that's
soon,
good.
y'all.
But
Okay.
again, like I say, there are so many branches connected to that particular tree of this what we speaking on.
Mhm.
And like I'm saying, there's women out here that my heart go out to them that they have been traumatized so bad that when it come now to their demeanor, when it comes to a man, is so off the chart that it's not attractive.
So
It's not
why?
attractive at all.
Mm.
So when you got a bunch of women that's
Mhm.
been hurt and ran through
Mhm.
some things,
So
and
now.
then not a new man trying to meet them, he's
Uh-huh.
catching all the flack
Uh-huh.
of the negative
relationship.
situation
Uh-huh.
that took place.
Okay.
So
now this woman.
now
that been-
he's not going to accept that
Mm-mm-mm.
because he know what his worth is, just like a woman should know what her worth is.
Mhm.
So we got damaged women, we got damaged men
Mhm.
that they bring the stuff. Oh no, I ain't doing this because last time I did this with a woman, she done this. So
Mhm. Mhm.
that's one area.
Mhm.
Then you got to touch bases on another area. Then we got to go with another truth. When we point the finger of each other as kings and queens,
Mhm.
we're not looking at the fact that one of the biggest poisons that destroyed that man-woman connection was an outside intruder who put a play down to put the woman with the jobs, not get the black men's the jobs, taking the men role out of their role and giving it to the woman. And then when the woman became the breadwinner, her attitude
Absolutely.
changed.
I don't need.
Absolutely.
So, and we was manipulated, you understand, by another source. So
So
that's why I
now-
say there's so many branches on that tree.
So now,
Yeah, you got
now you hit it. Just what I was saying. Times have changed, and then what you said, women are damaged, men are damaged.
Yes.
Why are women damaged? Because of the men out here now are not right. They are not right. They're not right.
But what about? See, once again, we could play tennis all day. There's men that ain't right out here. There's women that ain't right out here. And once you done experienced each one of those situations, relationships, then once you discover,
Let me tell you
okay,
something.
I want somebody else,
I've been
is
trying
damaged.
to figure out how to say this, and I just don't know how.
Maybe I can help
when
you.
When you say that women
And
there's
men.
damage, there's
And
damage
men.
men
I'm
out
saying
here.
women and
Okay,
men.
Yeah,
let
he
me
said both.
okay. But
Are damaged.
I still put it all on the man, and I have to, because
You entitled to your opinion.
women are not naturally born. We are born feminine. We are born with emotions.
Well, I beg to differ. You know why?
Oh, you got.
Well, you go back and look at Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie wasn't to play with. Bonnie,
She had too much masculine energy.
Ma Barker and her boys. So let's not say what women ain't born with. Ma Barker led her boys,
Now,
and they was one of the coldest.
Now I don't know too much about Bonnie, but Bonnie had issues, and we need to find out why Bonnie had issues before she met Clyde. Something happened. Something happened to Bonnie.
Well, we're gonna come right on up here to 2026. You understand me? We're gonna leave Bonnie them where they at,
Okay.
and we're gonna talk about what we talking about right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I say this. I think that I see a lot of to me it's looked like a gender swap went down as well. You know, to where you have some women that believe that they can be better men than a natural born man.
Yeah.
And then you have some natural born men that was, that took on feminine traits.
Well,
So where do we think that stems from?
Can I say?
Who was that?
Trauma definitely plays a part.
Who is that? Read it out.
Yeah.
We also can't blame it all on the man.
Yeah, that facts.
We use our feminine to play games.
That's
and
right.
Do a man just as dirty as they do us.
Ooh.
I mean, who is that?
Whoever it is, she's telling the truth.
Who is Satara?
What is her name? What's that?
Satara.
Okay, but listen here. She said that's facts.
That's the
facts.
man.
I agree with you.
That ain't no man. You agree because you're a man.
See,
but we are not naturally born to do men dirty like that.
Here's the thing.
We're not naturally born to do that.
But listen, here's the thing. What we need to do is be able to recognize these flaws and faults of ours, so that we can correct them. So that we can correct them. You know. Now, what I'm saying is, satira. What's that? Satira. Satira. Yeah, shout out to you, Satira. You know what I mean? I agree with you. But we have to be able, if you're not gonna fix nothing that you don't think is broke, you know what I'm saying? Now, if we know about, take the father out the house, get a woman, the position, put her in a position in corporate America to where she feel like she don't need the man and this, that, and the third. That's the destruction of the family. We understand that.
Mm-hmm.
However, what we supposed to have done was stay together no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
We supposed to stay together no matter what. Meaning,
mm-hmm.
we stayed in our positions.
Mm-hmm.
A man, you're not stronger than a man. you know, physically.
Now, when you say stay together, you mean the two people?
I mean, yeah, stay together. They still supposed to work together.
Right.
Okay, you the breadwinner, but I'm gonna still play my
Right.
part and do what I'm supposed to do. And we're gonna
Right.
put our resources together. We putting this together. And
Yeah.
we're gonna build off of this.
But see, listen, once again,
not me thinking I'm better than you, or you thinking you better than me, or this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Because then you get odds. So it's versus each other.
But let's not forget too, man. Like I'm telling you, see, we overlooked the game that was ran on us. You know, back in, what did you call it back in the day? Who give you the food stamps?
Oh, you talking about ADC?
No, it was called ADC.
ADC.
After Daddy cut out.
Back then, you got to remember,
we had the
you
paper
couldn't have a man in the house, then you get the stamps.
Right.
That stuff was designed to split the man and the black man and black woman up.
Right. Okay.
And you know, there's a whole lot of factors, like I say, ingredients in the breakdown of us as having unity.
Hold on and watch this. But see, and you know, from a man perspective, and then growing up in that era, where I've been in the ADC offices with mama, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
While she go fill out an application or whatever. But the thing of it was, when you destroying this family because you telling the man not to be there, a lot of men, it wasn't that they wanted to run out on their children. They said, okay, I've been going down here all day, every day, trying to get a job. I can't get hired because, you know, for whatever the reason, they would not hire.
Black man.
Hold on, well, check it out. Okay. So they would not hire me. My babies is at home. They hungry. They saying if I'm there, the babies can't eat. So the daddy do what he bow out gracefully out of love for his kids
to make sure they
can eat, to make sure they can eat at that time. So then once she get on her feet, and then she become the breadwinner, and she feel like she don't need that man no more. How can you invite that man back into the house when you feel like you don't need him because the respect is not going to be there? It's not going to be the same.
Then you feel he ran out on you.
And yeah,
that's not true.
No. You know why he left. You know, apparently, but check it out.
That's not true.
Some feel that way though.
That's not
even
true.
though them the circumstances through time, because he go and got a fend for himself. It's like, you could have done this, don't steal. You could, yes, it is factors in that. That system was a dirty system.
I mean, but
I'm not saying
it caused damage.
Yeah, and it did. But you know,
but that
I mean,
she should have stepped him back if their relationship was based off of love, and she had to understand that he left because to save the family from hunger. Once he got on his feet, or she got on her feet, then yes, she's supposed to call her husband back home and say, "Hey,
how many of them husbands came back home when he come back home?
Because he too busy with cheating.
Oh, no, hold on. The home didn't change. The demographics of the home didn't change because in his absence,
she
took over his role. So she said, "Bring me this masculine energy because I got to raise these children like a man." Hold on. So then she take on the masculine. She take on his role. Then when he come back, she don't know how, she been out of position for so long, she don't even know how to fall back and play her own role. And now they at odds with each other. They at odds with each other. And now she can't respect him. You know what I mean? And then that's a catastrophe.
You said it, but you just said it. Oh my God. I mean, we have to understand that yes, taking the man out of the home does put the masculinity on the woman, but you got women having babies now, and the men leave, then left us at home with these kids because I don't want you no more. We not getting along, and now he done left. And there's a lot of single mothers out here.
But you know why?
Which is why?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why is it single mothers
and
out
this
here?
is not point. Listen, and this is not. Oh, first let's read this right here.
We continued it. That's right. We played a part. We was just as responsible for that.
Who said that?
You know, that's
okay, go back. I don't see it.
Satira.
Yeah.
I can't. Can you
okay,
see
yeah. At the top.
But again, the government started it. It was by design, and we continued it. We let them brainwash us into thinking we don't need the man because they allow women to be so-called independent. But the family dynamic is ruined. There we go.
Yeah. Well, now we can have babies without a man. Again, dynamics of
a family ruined.
You don't even need a man to have a baby.
Trauma definitely plays a part. We also can't blame it all on the men.
Yeah, she read that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd like to ask Satara a question. Do you need someone in your life? Just like the question we asked each other, do you need and want somebody in your
Do you
life?
feel
Or
like you need a man?
Yeah, or can you do it all by yourself? Or want to do it all by yourself?
We have had to do it all by ourselves. We don't have no choice.
But hold up, but okay. In the process of y'all doing it by yourself, what y'all did,
We had to.
no, I'm not taking it from y'all. Kudos to y'all for doing it for real,
Yes.
straight up. But ain't nobody taking nothing from there because I was raised by a single mother. You know, okay, what she said?
Yes.
Ain't no question.
Thank
You know what I'm saying? I was raised by, and see, once we get to a point where we realize that
I don't want the
hold on,
stress.
once we get to a point where we realize that we need each other, then it's a whole different level of respect to come with that. Now I've heard people say, "Hey, I'm your husband or I'm your man. I'm at the house. I mean, you working. Can you respect me the way you respect your boss when you go to work or your supervisor?"
Right. See, look what she said. She said, "I can, but why? I don't want all the pressure, all that pressure." Absolutely. Men,
So
having a
then what
man
we
now
talking
is
about?
pressure.
What are we talking about? If we want people, we have to convert and change and address the issues that we can't change. We didn't create the problems that we have.
So how do we
From
change it?
First off, you gotta let me talk.
Okay,
You got to
let's
recognize
And
it's a
stop
problem.
attacking the response.
Okay, go ahead.
So because you are, and there's nothing wrong with you having the feelings of aggression and being upset, but it ain't me that created it. You gotta put it in you have to compartmentalize it how it happened. The government destroyed us, and they
But we can't fix the government.
again. You want to stay where you are. You want to be the proud single mother that did it yourself, and you don't want nobody getting the trophy with you. It's not too late.
I think it's just too late.
Hold up, not dig what
So
Satara
what's
said.
the
Hold up,
point?
watch what she said.
I can be independent, but why? You misunderstood. I don't want the pressure of doing
Okay,
it
I
alone.
got you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
The
Okay.
pressure of doing it alone. So
And she shouldn't have to do it
So she
alone.
wasn't on your
okay,
side.
so that goes
She was
back
on
to
my
what I was
side.
saying. No, yeah.
And
but
you saying
listen,
you're making
but I
a
get
good
that,
point of how a lot of women feel.
Yeah, but I get what she said. But I said that in the beginning. We are getting tired of doing all of this by ourselves. We are. We don't want to have that masculinity.
But
we don't want that. We want to go to the soft, feminine woman that we were created to be.
A lot of women then forgot how to be
understood. But
a
your
man
answer
can bring it out of us.
Your answer has been bipolar because you want a man, but I don't want no man.
I don't want. I said I don't need a man. Is what I said. Do I want a man? Yes.
That was a little aggressive.
Woo!
Look, let's pull it out. Let's pull it out.
Like I compliment Satira because she's showing that she's an open-minded queen.
And she's very mature,
she's
for real.
An intelligent, open-minded queen. She's not swinging one way or the other. She's
what
just
you trying to say?
Like
I'm swinging both ways. I'm not.
No. I say she swings both ways. She's not taking sides. That's a compliment.
Right.
She's open-minded.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you head on like a freight train. And it's the man, this man.
No.
But let me answer your other question though. You said why?
No, that's not true.
Okay.
I'm not. It's not all about the man. I'm not saying that the woman. I'm not totally saying that the women do not do what they do. All I'm saying, just be open-minded to that. Women were not born to be masculine, and we are born to be loved on.
Yes, you are born to be loved on.
But then exactly, facts. That's a fact.
Yes, that's a fact. And to be handled fragilely. We are born like that. So for a woman to get to the point to maybe where I am, the masculinity where I feel like I don't need a man because a man hasn't been in my life or show his worthiness to me that he can even take on dealing with, with a relationship. You got to want the relationship. You got to want to be with that woman. You got to love that woman. You have to get to know everything about that woman. You have to, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But that woman have to be willing to allow that man to get to know her and for that woman to be open-minded to receive him without all the extra luggage of the past relationships.
So why is the woman not doing it then?
Because
she was okay. I like her in action. She said,
I need, okay.
Go ahead.
I need a man. LOL. I don't want to pump my gas, take out the trash. I want to be led and be soft and submissive. Absolutely. I can and will be very independent. However, a man is needed in my case. Not a boy, a man.
Flat
and
out.
we got a lot of boys out here.
No, we do have a lot of boys masquerading around in men bodies.
Right.
We
Because
understand that.
the
So
boys
how
are
old are
being
you,
raised
Mr. Tara, if you
the
don't mind me
boys are
asking?
being
How old are
raised by
you?
their mothers, and the
Let
mothers
me get her
cannot be a
age.
man to raise a man.
Let me get her age,
Right.
please. Mr. Tara, how old are you, if you don't mind? I know it's not polite to ask a lady her age.
Why would you ask that on air?
She might not mind. She can decline or she can ask.
Yeah. Okay.
But it don't hurt to ask a
listen,
question.
When the woman is raising her boys, if I had to raise 3 sons or 2 or a boy by myself, how can I show?
Oh, okay. That's a good age.
How old is she?
49. Young.
Okay, that's a good age.
Young, yeah. So that's coming from a
mature woman.
Mature woman.
Do you have any boys? Are you raising any boys?
Is that to?
I'm asking.
Oh,
I don't mind.
Look, since the interaction is so dynamic, she can call in.
Yeah, she can join
248-820-5053, and you can call in.
The number is at
you
the
don't have to
bottom.
do all the typing. You call in, talk, and state your case and be a part of the interaction and not just type it. If you would like, Mr. Tucker.
Yeah.
Because I think if I had to raise a son, I know I couldn't show him how to be a man because I'm not a man. I can show him how to go make money. I can show him how to be strong, but I do not have the capability of turning my son into a complete whole.
But there is some successful women out here that raise sons.
Yeah, but
and they ain't feminine.
But ask them, was it easy?
No, with nothing. Life's not easy.
So ask them, why did it
Life's not easy.
Okay, but ask them, why did it turn them into masculinity? Ask them how hard it was. Ask them, and there's still a lot is wrong. I guarantee you.
You know, like you would ask the other question about women having the kids and the man taking off. Right. Now, a lot of this stuff is coming from the way they hooking up to have these kids. When you hooking up on lustful ways without taking time and building into something and then having a kid, you get a big, strong result of no men with the baby mamas.
The world is just lust anyway. I mean, that's what it is. Yeah. What love got to do with it?
So as you dead on love?
When who made that song, Tina Turner? What love got to do with it? That just destroyed all of that. I mean, love don't have nothing to do with 2 people laying in the bed having a baby. Nothing.
You don't.
No, not
and that's why you got them.
Not these days.
That's why you got them single mothers with kids.
Absolutely, because women has lost lost respect for themselves. They going out here, they just sleeping around and
men too. Okay, yeah, because it takes two.
Right.
Men doing it too.
Just sleeping around and they having babies and trying to find love through sex. No, love don't come through sex. Now, do it help?
What does love come through? Coming from a woman's perspective.
Mental
what?
Man get me mentally, he got me.
But how do he get you? How do he get you mentally?
By having good conversation, getting to know who I am, being around me. That's how you get to know me. Spend time with me. Not just say, hey, what you can do? Can I come over? You need a little bit. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not about that.
The person may be looking at this
and
understand where you're coming from.
It's not about sex no more. It shouldn't be. Especially when 2 people are looking for love, looking for a relationship, looking for something of substance. Sex? But that's...
Well, I'm a little older, but I done heard so many times. Maybe you can, I don't know, maybe you, I don't mean to say I'm not a lot old. It's just that I ain't out of much. I'm a little out of tune with things. But you know what I hear a lot of women saying now too, as far as their rejection of not dealing with a man? What? I don't need no man. Shit, me and Rose can handle our business. Who is Rose?
Oh, Bob, battery operated boy.
Who is Rose?
Let me tell you what.
I don't know if you know, but
I know all about Rose. Rose been good to me.
Oh, you wanted to know Rose?
It's sad that you need Rose and not Roses.
I know. Period.
So rose replaced the
said it.
roses.
Say it again.
Rose
Yeah,
replaced the
it's a
roses.
I would rather have roses to even deal with the rose. But I need to find a mate that can make love to me mentally. But even on when you dating on these apps, the first thing they want is a body shot. Send me a body
But
shot.
that's an easy write-off for you then.
That's an easy write-off, hang,
Yeah,
and a block.
right,
You know, I'm
right.
queen
Okay.
of the block.
Right.
I'm queen block. I will block you and I'm done. But that's what it is all about now. When you go on these dating apps now,
I
that's
don't know
all
them because
about.
I don't use
That
them.
I've been on them and off of them.
Now I hold on, but listen.
Mm-hmm.
Now one thing I did here, and this should be like a mutual thing, should be addressed mutually. Okay, so
Okay.
one thing I did here, you say that 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 the man and the woman, you know what I mean, what he can do for you, what he can do for you.
Yeah, what he can do for me.
But I ain't heard you one time say
So
what
I
you can do for him.
I could be. Listen, I done been.
See, hold on. He can't benefit from what you been
No,
because
but
that
who
was
I
with
am,
someone else.
But I'm telling you who I
But he
am.
can no, I'm just saying. But
That's who
if
I
he out
am.
here watching,
That's who I am.
oh,
That's who I am.
okay.
Hey, I'm a 10 toes down woman. Period.
Okay.
I got my man back, side, and front. Trust and believe that. And then he get the whole total package. But I have to have a man that want that total package. And if you want that total package, not just with me, but the next woman, whoever he's with, you got to have the total package. You know,
You say
the
he
man
had to
always
have the
say,
total package?
yes. If I got to have the total package, he do
Right.
too.
What's the total package?
Right.
The respect to respect me, and when I say respect my endeavors, respect what I want to do and accomplish in life. You know, nowadays you get people jealous of you. Your own mate get jealous of your movement. You know, I get so much of that. With me, I
So
get it a
much of
lot.
that.
Yes, get totally jealous of what I'm
Well,
doing.
how many days you
what
done
I
had?
try-
How many
Not many.
relationships you done had?
Yeah, not many.
Said so many.
And by me taking care of my mom,
Mhm.
I need somebody to be understanding of that. Now, they feel like that's getting in the way.
Does age play a factor in that? You don't think it's a time when certain people get a certain stage in their life that you need to talk about this before you take on the relationship?
Absolutely.
And say, this is what I got
Absolutely.
going on.
Right.
And how do you see yourself
But it's already known.
fitting into this?
But this is known before you. When you meet me, the first thing I talk about is my kids and my mama, period. But I ain't been in no relationship. So
But do you ask them what about them and what they got going on and what part you can play in
absolutely.
video as well?
I'm there for the kids. I'm 10 toes down with the kids. And I have taken care of the kids. I take care of people that I don't even know that come into my home. So I know what I can do and what I'm about. But in order for me to give you what I have, you have to give me what you have. But so many men nowadays, they clam up. You know, they want to wait and see because they're damaged too.
Yes.
So now you got damage versus damage.
A lot of men be looking for a mama.
Absolutely. And then when they can't get all of your attention because she got these kids, she got grandkids, take care of her mom, but she don't have no time for me. Don't worry about what I got. Because if I'm feeling you, I'm gonna make the time.
But I heard
the time gonna be.
But I've heard, and I could ask Mr. Grundy, I can ask my brother here. Heard that a man wants to find a woman that has the qualities and remind them of their mother. How do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. My mom, she had excellent quality.
Mr. Grundy the second.
My viewpoint of that is, do I want to marry my mother? No. But do I want a woman that exudes the standards
qualities
that she has? Most definitely.
Okay.
But my mother is a Christian purist. She believes what she believes and she lives what she believes, period. There's no in between. There's no, gap of any of those things, to where there's no lenience on how her lifestyle is. So me, that may have been a scar to me in a sense, because that's not how the world portrayed itself to me. So that's why I'm being kind of quiet about this thing, because I have a whole. I'm actually writing. I got 2 books that currently I am writing dealing with relationships, and from a black male, from a foundational Black American male's perspective, and just going into it a little bit. Growing up here in this community, I dated some of the most beautiful women from this community, and I grew up in church. I grew up in a nuclear system to where I had I have a mother and father who are still with me, and I love them, and they're amazing people. But I wasn't prepared for relationships. I wasn't taught what that looked like. Maybe many people weren't, but I was a good friend, but didn't know how to be a boyfriend or a husband or nothing like that. I just knew how to be cool with you, and I didn't understand how to for the longevity that my parents have, because they still together. I didn't get that. I didn't understand.
Been together.
I'm 48, so they've been together for 50 years this year.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing. Years. Wow. Beautiful thing.
Yeah. So, it's one of those things that I'm reflecting with myself, because there's nobody's fault but mine at this age. Like, you got to grow up and figure out what it is you lacking and missing, and what you misstepped on. Because
you see the key in what you said. You said look within yourself first, and that's what everybody need to do before they point out. Look in.
Right.
Yeah. But do you think that you looking too much at your parents' relationship and you're trying to mimic that? Or
no, they relationship irritates me, because they ain't never been apart. They ain't never been separate. It irritates me in a good way, because it what saddens me is like, when one of them goes, what is the other one gonna do? But that I'm sure they've had those conversations and understand that journey too.
But don't you want that though?
I would have loved to have that. I would love to have it now. But again, I have a list. Just like women put a list, they want 6 foot, this, that, and 100,000, all that stuff. See that period stuff. So now I've learned from y'all. I want my list, and if you don't fit it,
and you ain't wrong,
then to the side.
But
and
you have to go back to that list and just question yourself now.
Am I being little? Thank you.
That part too.
Am I being
this? Am I bar too high?
But let me say this. I have compromised on it. Y'all know I went through a journey last year. And compromising on the list, and beautiful, amazing. But I didn't what I wanted and what she wanted wasn't in the same space. And I thought because we were spending so much time together, that it was going to collide to where we were both going to be on the same page. And it didn't. It doesn't work that way. So that's one of the reasons why I'm writing a book. I had to break down the psychology of why the hell do I keep on going and getting to these kinds, because I get the baddest women on the planet.
And I get the baddest. Well, I ain't gonna say that.
So
see, I don't know if his bad is your bad.
No,
I think he mean bad meaning good.
Like
you mean bad meaning bad.
Yeah, like Run DMC there.
Yeah.
So, but my thing is, I attract some very high caliber women, and they choose to allow me in their life and to give me time that other men wish they could have, and other men that have more means than me, that have more power or whatever than me. They can't move like I move. I'm George F. Grundy II is something special. Sure. So I'm saying, but I haven't been special enough to be married or to be in a long relationship where a woman is like, I'm not going to live without you. Right. But I've seen other people do that, but I've seen them do it using games and tactics, or I got to learn that part about me so I can not use games or tactics, but be that person for the woman that is for me.
But believe this or not. First, let me say this. Another flip side, like I say, all them branches on that tree, there also is men that have been raised by a woman, and unfortunately, something may have been going on with that woman to where she deeply scarred that man, and that man has a messed up view of women.
Period.
So there's so many combination of things out here.
And men
like I said, that do that happens.
Mhm.
You know, but now I'm gonna say this on this side. In all honesty, a lot of people, true enough, some TV shows is just purely actors acting in a script that was wrote. But you can look at a romantic script movie on TV, and if you can see yourself honestly having them characteristics of that man, and that reminds you of you, and you really represent that, then it's going to draw the right woman that ain't going to want to let that go.
Mhm.
That'll let you know. So, you know, you have to keep trying. You
I
ain't got no
Well-
three
and I
strikes.
get it, but
Well, I
one
think-
thing that I've done, I've adjusted myself in order to see the traits and the things I keep doing that I bump my head on, and that's where the book's coming from. Like, dude, you got to pause. So how do I do this? So I do it by reflecting on everything that's similar. Because, like I said, I've had some amazing women in my life that are doing amazing things
Now,
now.
how old are you?
48,
Okay.
and so, but
Oh, we got Tara. What's her name?
Satira.
She 49.
Yeah, she can put that up
I'm
there.
getting a dating show, so this might be the start of my dating show. I'm just kidding.
You serious, but go ahead.
I'm serious.
well, first, I'm sure she didn't appreciate the satire.
Well, I'm trying to the satire.
No,
I think that's her
satire.
favorite.
Satira.
It's Satira.
But on there it says, I don't know if that's how it
I
is.
thought
might
you
have
was.
broke
I
it
thought
down
you was singing
so
the
we
Lady
can
Gaga
pronounce it.
song. Rah, rah,
That's
la,
how she
la,
got it
la.
separated. No.
Probably a breakdown for us.
I
but,
get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
So if we at the ages, I would just say, you know, the majority of us, especially up on this panel, was in like the fourth quarter, right?
Yes.
Fourth quarter of
Oh,
life, right?
And how much can you expect out there?
Absolutely.
Right. And so if we are in the fourth quarter, but everything is kind of topsy-turvy with us
Mm-hmm.
in our age group,
Mm-hmm.
what about the younger people?
Oh
I
man.
mean, when it comes to the younger people,
That's where I see the femininity and masculinity.
Falling apart.
well,
Yeah,
you
wow.
guys said
Because you
it
deal with
was-
the young men.
So what do y'all think it comes from, though?
It's the raising. It's raising with the younger ones.
Or is it the influence of social media and what's going on out here, what
Now
they
that plays a
exposed
big
to?
part of it too.
They play a key role. I remember my son telling me, he said, and I didn't even, and this was probably maybe 6-7 years ago. About 7 years ago, he was like, "Hey, pops, I'm telling you, when guys get dressed now, they get dressed if they partners don't like it, then you know they don't get dressed for the women, they get dressed for their partners."
Yeah.
I'm like, huh? I'm like, man, we get fresh.
It's all about the
It ain't
ladies.
about, you better know it.
See,
Right.
We looking,
But-
we on the hunt
right.
for where the ladies at.
Right. No, I'm not trying to blame, but the facts is the facts. You know, one don't understand just how much of a great influence the videos and social media have.
Oh,
and let's go deeper than that. I don't want to. I never like speaking on what I don't know for a fact, but I do know this much. There have been people in the industry that has power that have taken advantage of the weakness that people have displayed to want to be stars, to want to make money and different things. Some so naive they was manipulated.
Mhm.
So we got so many people in the entertainment industry that done have been abused, and their intentions is not to set the next person up who watching their stuff and how they act, and they thrust into being role models even if they don't want to. And due to what they've been through and what they exhibiting, these young people look up to them and like their music is following suit, taking in. And like, for instance, one of the powerfulest things out there was the Boondocks. When Lil What's his name put the man bag on and the skirt for Gangsterlicious.
Yep.
They was communicating, letting you know the influence
This
and
is
what's
what's
going.
happening.
And this stuff exists.
So we got a lag on the system. It ain't giving us all our responses. I apologize, Satara.
Okay.
Okay.
So
she could have called in.
she tried to, but it didn't come through.
Tell her try again. What's wrong?
I'm trying to see what's going on. Let me see what,
Okay, tell her we're
figure
still
out
waiting on.
So we still here,
she
but
been a good part of this.
I'm about to
Yeah, she
reboot to
made
see what
even,
happens.
even
So
more
we're gonna have a
interesting,
slight
Right.
lag. So I'm resetting this, trying
Okay,
to
go ahead.
get
We
this
reset.
Good.
Okay.
Miss
Slight
Satara.
lag.
All right, look, we back.
So we should be good right about
Okay, I
now.
hope we back.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see.
Oh, okay. Hold
Tell her
on,
drop the
man.
call.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna see if the messages pop up now.
Okay. Okay.
Good gracious.
But nevertheless, like I was saying, a lot of people think all entertainment is just for jokes, but it's not. People are sending messages the best way they can.
Hold on, and I'm gonna tell you something. Through the media, social media, and other streams of just other things through TV and all that.
Let me see.
You know, we actually,
I'll
we
let
actually
you know when to
being
call
our
back.
subconscious is being attacked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our subconscious mind is being attacked,
Absolutely.
and we don't even know it.
Don't
For the
even
most
know
part,
it.
you
Don't
know what I
even
mean.
know it.
It's under attack.
Absolutely.
You know, for example, I'm going to show you something right quick. So I be listening to, I listen to DZZ.
Mhm.
You know, not all the time, but every now and then I let it play, and just to see Ricky Smiley show or whatever.
Right.
And then I go over to CK 105.
Right.
You know what I mean? But my reason for doing this, I listen to rock. You know what I'm saying? I listen to all genres of music.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a young man on the show, and he was a producer, and he was talking about the different frequencies in music, right? And so I'm listening to him, and I'm like, man, I didn't think of that. Like our music,
Okay, try calling now.
our music,
Callers.
you generally have a lot of bass in it, right? Bass.
We should be good
Our
to
music
go.
generally have a lot of bass in it, right?
Right. Right.
Well, he was saying that the bass is what considered a low
Right.
vibration.
It's the low vibration.
And then when you listen to, other people music, like rock and roll, for instance, it's a lot of highs. There's no bass.
Yeah.
So they dealing with a higher frequency.
Yeah.
And when I'm sitting up here listening, so I'm listening to DZZ, and I'm checking, I'm saying,
Low vibration.
let me see, hold on, watch this. I say, let me see, compare some of these commercials. Because that's
When
really being
Lil
programmed.
what's his name put the man bag on and the skirt
Yeah.
for Gangsta-licious.
Somebody's
Yeah.
phone over there.
No,
They was communicating, letting you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. 'Cause
okay.
I had it. I had
Okay,
the
so
thing.
like I was saying, okay. So when I'm listening to CK 105 or whatever, the rocking station, I'm hearing, when I'm listening to DZ, I'm hearing Top Dog Law. He
Top
talking
Dog Law.
crazy, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you want to get paid?
Buddhist.
Call Top.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, really, that's how they, but you won't hear Top Dog Law on these stations.
Right.
And then I'm hearing, if you're in trouble with the IRS, blah, 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 blah. Call this number. You know what I'm saying? But then I go over to the other stations and I hear none of them commercials. You know what I mean? So I say, okay, this is a targeted attack. A targeted campaign or whatever, a targeted commercial. You know what I mean?
Right. So Steph, do you know what he was demonstrating?
Yeah.
Is what I just told. We talked about the other day. He used his consciousness for awareness to perceive the reality of what's going on.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah. And so
that's pure demonstration.
So let me go in on what we missed from Miss Satara.
Okay.
She said, I don't mind. I thank God for making it to 49. I'm calling now. I have raised 2 boys, now men. I called, no answer. I need roses. No rose for me. My softness brings the balance to the relationship.
No, you said you didn't need the roses.
She said her softness brings balance to the relationship. I am whatever he lacks, and he is what I lack.
Amen.
Well, the
That's
problem
teamwork.
is we go into the relationship wanting a requiring 50-50, and it should be 100-100.
Exactly.
Right.
I say that same thing.
Facts.
Yeah, you do say that.
Oh my God.
And
this is
then
my
when she
thing.
said about submissiveness, you don't find submissiveness. That
Why
don't happen
should
the whole
a
time.
woman
Let me finish what she
submit
said.
to
So
some
Let's
craziness?
finish.
qualities
Q,
of
let us hear this.
qualities of her,
lady.
not a clone of her. And see, so she's saying qualities of her, not a clone of her. It's a breakdown of my name, Satara.
Told you it was a breakdown.
Okay.
Social media has a major influence on
Oh yeah, man.
The
This
masses.
everyone.
It's
not
like I'm
just
listening
you,
to myself
young,
talk.
if we're being honest, and that's where.
Oh yeah, facts.
Hold on, let me
Facts.
sing her a little song.
Now,
I do love you.
GQ.
now,
I love you,
everything,
I love
everything
you.
that she's saying, I totally agree with.
Do you?
And
Do you
as
really?
absolutely, I'm a woman.
Just
And I
because you're a
want the
woman
same-
don't mean you just
I
because you didn't
require-
say it different.
I requires the same thing that she wants. She wants, and she can be submissive. She wants
You
softness.
said why?
You
She
ain't
can
hold
be-
up.
You
And
said
since
why?
this woman said submissive, Stephanie, I ain't gonna get. I'm
Come on
neutral.
now.
But until that woman said
no.
submissive,
I'm
you
piggybacking
ain't. I
off
ain't
of
never
what she
heard
said.
You
you
was
word
like,
come out
no.
your
No,
mouth.
I'm piggyback off of
Come
what
on,
she
George.
said.
Okay, all right.
I'm
Pull the
piggyback.
plug.
Go ahead, hold up.
piggyback-
Come on. Hold, let her have the flow.
I'm
Hold on.
piggyback off of what she's saying. Every woman wants what he just read off of what she said. Now, I guarantee you that we
What
all
But
as women
you ain't gonna hear the
want that.
women say what she just said though about
What do you
being
mean?
submissive. Hold on.
You do hear women about being submissive, but the problem with that is, how can
How's it a
we
problem?
be
Hold on, what-
Why
submissive
is it a
to
problem?
a man
You
that don't
contradicting
deserve
yourself.
submissiveness?
But
Why
that's-
do you
See?
think
that's-
black
that's-
men
Here you
go
go.
to white women?
Here
I'm
you
just
go.
being
No,
I'm
no.
keeping
You
it
say hold on.
100.
Why you think what?
Black men
Uh-huh.
date white women.
All right, news flash. Boop. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why from some gentlemen that I know that's actually married, outside their race or whatever.
Exactly.
And they said
What did they say?
You see
they
that
was
thing
tired
up
when
there?
they dated women of their race
Mhm,
that they had to compete with the woman,
mhm.
and they said the woman did not respect them enough to be submissive, to follow them, to be submissive to them. If you saying I'm with this person, I love you, I'm with you, it's us against the world, then play your position.
It's same as a man. Is you talking about the man?
I was
No.
what
So
you
what
mean?
about the man? The man need to play his role so the woman can be submissive.
But if the woman playing the man role, how can the man play
That's
his
just
role?
like a man talking about, I want a queen. Well, you
Right,
got to be a
queen.
king. Remember that example I gave you the other day when
I
we
didn't
was
agree
talking
with it, but go ahead.
when we was talking on the phone,
About what?
when we was talking about if I was to have a man and he's a Muslim and he
She
wants
back?
me to
She on
follow
the
his
phone?
See
Muslim,
again.
She on the
he
phone?
wants me
so
to
the last
follow
thing-
his Muslim path.
Oh.
I can't do that if you're not
She not on the
following
line.
it.
Oh, she ain't on the
his-
phone?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
If he's not following it himself, how can I follow you?
That's that particular
That's-
man.
But that's
one
life.
You keep
But
basing
that- but-
everything off of this one man
But no,
instead of being
no,
open-minded
I'm
to a
talking about
man
the-
that
I'm
ain't
talking
bringing
about-
that to the table.
No, I'm talking about anything, Mike. I'm
No, it
talking about
can't apply to
anybody.
anything.
I cannot follow anybody, no one,
Okay,
if they
we
not
understand that.
if they're not walking the walk.
Right.
Walk the walk, and I'm walking with you.
Okay, but that's fine.
Now,
but,
if you
but
ain't
you up
walking
here
the walk,
saying
I'm not
what
walking
they
with
can't
you.
do. We understand that part.
So
No, you
Satara
don't understand that.
said,
I do.
"Hey, I love being sang too."
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And
oh,
then
okay.
y'all can see the other one that
What
she
she
just
say?
did. And we just got our chat
Okay.
back.
Okay. I don't
Live
do I
my
want-
life that way. That's the right man. Okay, not only do I want
The
it,
right
I
man will
live
know
my
it.
life
How
that
to
way.
see.
You right, baby.
Oh, what happened to
You're
it?
absolutely
y'all.
right, baby.
It goes to
Call
voicemail.
again, we
The right
trying.
man would
name.
know
He
how
checking
to
it for
receive, reciprocate, and cherish what and who I am. Absolutely,
Mhm.
the
Yes,
right man,
yes.
the right man that respects
See,
you
she
as
on
the
point.
woman
Yeah,
that
she
you are.
got her stuff
She on
together.
point for real.
Well,
Yeah,
she do.
I'm
As-
vibing.
She just
I'm
know
vibing
how
strong.
to litigate that.
I'm vibing
She
strong
know
off of
how
her
to.
mind.
She know
No,
how
that's
to
her
litigate that.
mind.
But that's her
that
mind.
young
But
lady's mind and how she feels. Steph.
And you think
How can you question
woman,
that?
But you think women don't want that?
Who said they
But hold on,
didn't?
all right, watch
We
this.
said
Watch
we
this.
women don't
Watch
want
this.
that.
What she
Watch this.
saying.
Now I'm just saying, and I see
Really?
how
Come
that's what's wrong with our people right
That
there.
might be your
Come on.
future
When we should
cousin.
be having a smooth conversation.
you-
hold on.
you on something
Hold
else.
on, listen. But when we should be having a smooth
We
conversation
smooth.
about learning,
smooth.
trying
We
to figure out
smooth.
the way. Hold on, no, but listen.
We
Trying to
smooth.
figure out the way. And see, that's when they want you to shut up. You know what I'm saying? We keep saying the same thing. But listen, trying to figure out a way how to resolve and solve these issues that we do have within our relationships, within our community, and things of that nature. Trying to resolve these things.
Mhm.
We get to a space where we can't talk because we can't learn from each other because we busy talking at each other.
Mhm.
As opposed, like, instead of saying receiving what's being said,
Mhm.
you thinking of a comeback to shoot down what
And
you
he
think
is
finna
too.
be said.
Only listening
And
to
he is-
respond.
And he is too.
Yeah, listen to it.
Be a king and let the queen just say what she got to
She
say.
is saying it, and
No,
we
I'm talking about
vibing
you
off what
with
she
me.
saying.
I'm talking about you with me. Be that king and let the queen. I'm the queen of this right here.
Right.
And
I
let me
agree.
say what I have to say. They
Okay.
didn't do
Even
that.
when
But
you hold up, but watch
wasn't.
this. Watch this. But now I
Oh
done
my-
heard some people.
Well, let
hold
me
up. Let me say
apologize,
this.
Sister
Okay.
Love.
Okay. Let me. Okay.
Sister Love, Queen, let me apologize if I, You felt I done that with
I
you.
don't even want it.
I just
Bye.
say this.
my
Okay,
God.
see, that wasn't good enough. But
Oh
listen,
my
let
God.
me tell you. But like I was saying,
I
now
don't even want it.
even I don't know if there's a few people up here that may know how to play chess and may not, but at least know how the game works.
I know how the game works.
Okay, look, everybody got their position. The queen, she moved the way she moved. The king moved the way he moved. The bishop, the knight, the rook, the pawn. They all got their own positions, man, and everybody play their position. But see, when a person, if you got another piece on your board that's playing out of position, then you're not playing this. You're not playing the right game. That ain't the game of chess. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to life and relationships, if you're in a relationship and this person that you with is out of position, and you know the position because you've been here before, you know you know what you're supposed to do as a man or as a woman. But this other person is out of position. Then what? I mean, what other than chaos can come out of that?
Yeah. You see that other statement?
You can want it without living like you want it. There is a difference. Like wanting money, but won't go
to work.
There you go.
See,
yeah. The sister queen on point, man.
Yeah, facts.
Of course
Facts. She definitely is. Yeah.
Of course she is. Absolutely.
And we should get to a space to where we can communicate about these type of things,
See,
and where we can change and do something about them.
See, now queen like that, I could listen to her on the phone all night to what she got to say, because I could relate to it. But I can't relate to it.
Okay, go ahead, call now.
Call now. He said got it working.
Go
ahead,
call. He's single.
Satara. No, but I mean, I could just relate to this lady. I can't relate to a combative, want to shit and male bash and all that.
Ain't nobody male bash.
I didn't say you was.
No, right.
I'm just saying,
yes, you is. You insinuating. I know you. You my family. I know you.
You know, we had to stop playing the blame game.
Satara.
We can change and do something about it.
To accept, press 1. To send.
I mean, I could just relate to this lady. I can't relate to a combative, want to shit and male bash. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I made it through.
Yes. How you doing?
Yeah, glad to have you. Yes, you did.
I'm good.
Yeah, you worthy of that too, for real.
Definitely.
You know,
thank you.
And your opinion is definitely valued. You know what I mean? Because
I appreciate that.
For sure, because we have to look at things from a perspective of we trying to do better. You know, we already know what the problem was, source of the problem, and things of that nature. But what is we gonna do about it? You know what I mean? I always say when it comes to us as a people, I see us as the people who have you ever seen a person drown in 2 feet of water?
You can drown on a teaspoonful of water.
Okay, but I'm just saying, have you ever seen a person drown in 2 feet of water?
I haven't personally, but I'm sure it happens.
Now check it out. What do that person to stop from drowning? What do that person need to do?
Stand up.
That's it. That's us. We just need to stand up. We drown in 2 feet of water because we waiting for something or someone to come save us. When all we got to do is just get up ourselves and we cool.
And that's wrong. A lot of these men looking for a woman to come play Captain Saver.
Oh my God.
See,
I think, but
I
think in that sense though, that very well may be true. However, I think that when that approaches us, we have discernment and we have the option to say no and move on.
There you go.
We don't have to be hateful and be mad about it because I'm not upset at anybody.
We're gonna have to go tear
that because there's somebody out there for them that's willing to do that, you know? So if somebody's out there willing to do that, it's just not me. But if somebody out there that's willing to be your mama for you or whatever that it is that you need, however, it's not me. But I'm not upset by it. I just move along. I don't have to be upset by it or think that he's wrong for it. That's how he feels and wants to live his life. I'm just going to move on and go to what serves me.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely true. But it's a sad world. Don't be laughing. And I'm serious.
You know, but it's
just really sad because
it's sad because of us.
Listen, she's 49. I'm 60.
Okay.
What the difference? She's intelligent as all outdoors.
I'm not. But who said anybody talking about that?
I mean, what you throw the age in there
journey. My journey, and I done made a few more walks. Okay,
I apologize.
That's all I'm saying.
No, for real, seriously though, ain't nobody. I mean, life ain't been perfect. Listen,
I done had a few more steps.
Let me just say this: life ain't been perfect for none of. I mean, it ain't been perfect for nobody. Because one thing about life, if it was perfect, they wouldn't call it life. They call it perfect.
Right.
They call it life for a reason.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because life gonna be life, and no matter what, long as we here.
And what's that saying?
And I do realize that she has a few more reps around the sun than I do. However, experiences are experiences, and hers are hers, and mine are mine, and yours are yours, and therefore, but we all
Absolutely.
have to share those. We have to share those experiences to educate each other and to move forward.
Right.
So I'm not
Thank you. Right.
discrediting
Ain't
her.
no
I'm not
right.
discrediting
Well, she is
anybody's
right.
experiences.
Listen
I'm
to
not
her.
discrediting anybody's
And that's a
experiences.
fact.
However, I just feel like having the animosity towards someone because of how they want to
That
live
part,
in a relationship
that's
is on
all I'm
them.
hearing. The
Yeah.
animosity in
Yeah.
Stephanie's voice. That's what I hear.
But it's not though.
That was the word.
I get this. He keeps me like this because
Somebody made you
Mike-
mad, Stephanie.
No,
Serious.
Mike
But-
is.
But you can't allow anybody to control you
Mike,
like that.
Mick,
Yeah.
he's irritating my soul right now.
But how? Just because he got an opinion?
No, it's not his opinion because he
'Cause
just
he's a
irritates
man?
me. No,
See,
because
but
he just irritates me.
right now I'm vibing
It's
off
the
of
red shirt.
Satira. I'm vibing.
See, that's what
I'm
the
listening
problem
to her.
is.
Why? Thank you. I appreciate you.
So
What's
this
your name?
one, my name's Michael.
Crazy.
Michael. Nice to meet you, Michael.
Pleasure
I'm
meeting
Satara.
you. Pleasure meeting you as well.
AKA Money Mike.
Yeah, you done just hit all. You done hit on every high
No, for
cylinder
real, though.
and
Seriously.
good note tonight. You have, you intellectually stimulating. I mean, you the package. You know what I mean?
But look,
Wait
just
a
because she didn't call in, let's not soften the conversation because this is a real intense
And I'm just
conversation.
calling it how I
We
see
want
it.
the
This is
conversation
what I'm
to stay.
saying. He
I'm just
irritates
calling
me.
it how I see it.
Let's
though.
not turn it to pillow talk
And
conversation. Let's
that's why
keep
he
it.
and that's why he turns on me
I'm
because
just-
trying to get to her.
No, I'm
That's
just
what
calling it
is.
how I see it.
Yeah,
The
and
young
make
lady
me look
lied.
like I'm talking crazy.
This ain't
I know I'm
scripted.
talking for a lot of these other women that
Right,
think
but
like
she-
me.
Understood
Well,
it's
I
not
appreciate
scripted,
you,
but
Mike.
let's go back to one of the questions you guys asked her earlier. Like, children. Do you have any children, Satara?
She said two boys.
I do,
Okay,
and
so
yes,
two
that's
young
right there.
men.
Yes,
Two
I have.
men now.
I have
So
4
two boys.
children.
Oh,
I have two. I have 2 girls and 2 boys.
Okay.
Again, two boys that I've raised into men. My son is 26, and my youngest son is 23. My oldest son got a scholarship playing football and went to Minnesota and played football. My
okay.
other son graduated.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And my other son, my younger son, he got his associates and his high school diploma at the same time, going to my middle college.
That's what's up.
I made sure to teach my boys that they had to care for themselves. So my boys cook, my boys clean, my boys wash clothes.
wow.
That's
They
old
don't.
school,
I don't
that's-
want them
I
to
know how
have
to
to
sew.
expect that from anybody.
Right.
Absolutely. I was raised by my grandparents, so maybe my
Okay.
values are a little bit different.
But
However, I made sure that I passed those down to my children as well because I don't want them to think that anybody has to take care of them. You know, when somebody decides to come into your life and help you take care of yourself, that's a blessing, and you don't want to piss it off.
Yeah.
So
It's
you
a
make sure
helpmate.
that you can carry your weight as well. You
But
have a
can I-
helpmate. So wherever they lack, you lack too. Because what if she's sick at some point? I want you to be able to cook her a meal as well. You be
Yeah.
able to wash her clothes as well. I want you to be
So-
able to do all those things as well because it's a partnership. It's
That's
not
right.
a dictatorship.
Rulership.
Woman of the year so
Yeah.
far right here.
So did you raise them individually, or what was their father involved? Are you guys married? What? How was that dynamic when it comes to raising them? And if you were from a perspective of a single mother, what were the in hindsight, what were the things that you feel could have been better, or you would have did different?
So, yes, we were married and we divorced when my baby boy was about 2. We divorced. However, I didn't keep them from him, but I did raise them as a single parent. I did raise them as a single mother. I was there. So the things and the challenges that I went through is I had to make some sacrifices to make sure that they were going to be raised correctly and the street wasn't going to do it for me. So I worked third shift for 9 years
Wow.
so that I was present all day.
Right.
So when they got home from school, I cooked every day. So they had a home cooked meal every day. I went to practices. I made sure that they got to, I never missed the game. I never missed the practice. I never missed the scrimmage, any of that. So there were sacrifices that I made.
Ain't no
So with
question.
that being said,
Same as you.
so with that being said, whichever man that decided to come into my life had to understand that you were going to have to meet me at the gym, meet me on the
Right.
field, or that you were going to have to meet me somewhere else, or it was going to have to be family friendly because I did a lot of things with my children. However, I would make the time for you, but you had to understand that I had to squeeze it in. So if you weren't going to make the same efforts that I made, then maybe I wasn't the person for you.
Right.
So it's just reciprocation. It's
Yeah.
relationships are all sacrifice and compromise anyway.
Yeah.
It's sacrifice and compromise, and you have to do that. And reciprocation is the thing. So if I am going to do something and veer off my schedule to make sure that I make some time for you, I expect for you to do the same.
Right,
and if that doesn't happen, then we know that we're not for each other.
Right.
We can move on. But we can amicably agree to disagree and move on, right? It doesn't have to be in that animosity.
Right.
I've never had, I don't have any bad blood with anybody I've ever dated or anything because it's an amicable split because I don't have any animosity. It's no need in that. What am I mad for?
Right. Oh yeah,
it doesn't do anything but make you a bitter person, and then you can't move forward in life because you're bitter.
Right.
You know they say anger without action makes you bitter, not better.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I got one relationship.
Yeah, and by the way, you the 14th caller, so you don't want a free lunch. So make sure you leave your number so you can get your treat. Cause you're the 14th caller.
I'm the 14th caller. I get a lunch. Okay, where am I leaving my number?
She the only caller.
Just
hold on.
Hold on.
No,
I'm the 14th caller.
You the 14th caller.
Yeah,
you
win getting treated to lunch. I treat the 14th caller always.
You the 14th
caller. To lunch. You the 14th caller.
Not Larry.
Okay.
Gotta be.
Okay.
You can leave your number with the at the front desk, George F. Grundy II. I think it's that phone number that you got.
And George might take you.
You know what? I'll send it. I'll send it in the inbox. I don't know how's that. I'll send it in the inbox. And you get
put
it
in there.
Yeah, put it in there. Grundy got you.
I think you're gonna enjoy this meal.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, then. Yeah, like I say. We'll be back in 2 and 2. Ain't that what Chuck Woolery used to say?
No.
You said you was on the Love Connection. It was at 2
real,
and 2.
yeah.
That's what he said.
But that's a beautiful thing. I mean, I respect you so much for even
definitely.
sharing your opinion. And you know what I'm saying? It didn't seem one-sided. A lot of times,
very open-minded.
A lot of times we get the short end of the stick when it comes to a conversation because you can't out-talk a woman. You know what I mean?
And
for
I
real.
guess so what y'all talking about me? Why is y'all sitting up in front
Girl,
of me?
Well,
hold on, whoa, stop.
I
Hold on, stop. Please stop. Hold on.
Okay.
My mama told me,
Go
if you
ahead.
throw a brick at a pack of dogs, the only one gonna holler is the one to get hit. And I ain't said nothing
Your
about
dog
you.
gonna holler.
I got hit. I got hit. I got hit.
But I wholeheartedly feel like if we are going to require men to have some accountability, we have to have some as well. So we have to admit our wrongdoings
And
as
I
well and
have
have some accountability as well.
As Ric Flair
And I
say,
talk about that and I talk about that all the
Ric
time
Flair,
on all the shows about taking accountability. Have I not ever spoke on that?
No, yeah, we not.
I have
Hold on.
always.
Would you
You
please
No,
stop
'cause y'all
thinking that
looking at
somebody
me.
shooting?
No,
It wasn't attack.
No.
It wasn't
No,
an
I ain't
attack,
talking about
beautiful.
you
I was
now.
just saying it wasn't an attack, beautiful.
She's speeding facts.
I
for
promise
real.
it wasn't an attack.
No,
Yeah, she's
I
speaking
have
facts.
taken accountability, and I also on all the other shows also talk about people taking accountability. Accountability should be first thing when at our age when people have been through different things. So everybody needs to learn how to take accountability for their own actions.
So Stephanie,
I have already said that. Grundy.
Do you remember when you did me wrong? Can you
I'm
apologize for
finna
that?
hook y'all up.
Can you apologize about
They
that?
finna go on a date.
Grundy,
Matter of fact,
I'm
sincerely?
so sorry.
Hey,
I done you wrong, and I apologize.
at least she apologized.
I'm gonna take
Look,
accountability.
she gonna take accountability.
Take accountability.
Now, if y'all don't see me after this show, then y'all know what happened.
We know what it is.
That accountability turned into.
hey, you know why neither one of y'all ain't got nobody? Well, I ain't just saying it like that. Hold on. Hold up. Don't take it personal. Hold up. Just listen. Listen, don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Just listen to the message.
Hit the
But
button.
look, the reason why y'all ain't got nobody is because y'all been saving yourselves for each other.
Is that what's been going on?
Yeah.
Grundy?
That's wow.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Grundy?
That's
real.
diabolical.
Yeah.
I believe y'all got a heck of a connection.
For real.
Y'all know we
one
have
thing
somebody
I
on the
wanted
line.
to say before we
We
got
have
off,
time.
way
Hey,
off
let's
the
let her
topic.
comment.
Hold on.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Before we got way off topic, I wanted to say that the whole femininity and masculinity is something that we need to absolutely bring back, but we can't continue to drop the ball and not teach this to our young people.
Right.
And that's the problem. We continue to drop the ball and we're not teaching them in the way that we should see things, and absolutely telling them that the government was the demise of our family and how we need to get it back, and the actions that we need to take and the steps that we need to take in order to get it back. We need to make the family dynamic be a thing again, and make
Bring
sure
it
that we
back in
show them
style.
and we teach them that.
we need somebody.
Absolutely.
Would
we
you
need
would
some-
you
we
like
need
to be a
somebody
guest on the show?
We need to
Yeah,
have
I'd
somebody
like
I
in
would.
our
Yeah.
government.
We'd love to have
come
you.
here.
We'd love to have you
For
on
real.
here.
We
For
need
real,
to have
seriously.
somebody in
Sure.
government
Yeah,
to
you need to come
stop
on
that,
in.
because it was somebody on Facebook that was just talking about they need housing, but because they're married, they said that they cannot give them housing.
So they separated.
So they separated, and she was talking on Facebook saying that she didn't want to leave her husband, and they didn't want to break up, but the system is making them break up
No,
in
it
order
ain't.
for them to get
It ain't
Now
housing.
making
we'll break
break
up
up.
long enough to get this house.
Get this
Once we get
house?
crib, look
Well,
at here.
I guess they trying to go by the book. You
What
know,
that is?
Yeah, the
Who
book.
book?
See, that's state book, and that's
See,
the
yeah, that's
manipulation
why they in this
that we've been
situation.
feeding this
but
to.
everybody,
That's
but
right.
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
can
yeah,
I speak? But
Go ahead.
everybody don't
Sorry.
think like you or us, right?
Well,
So
if they listen
everybody
to us,
don't-
they might start
Hey,
thinking about you.
George,
everybody don't
Make
think
sure
like
you get that
us.
number out the
So-
inbox for me.
She's
Oh,
still
let
on the
her
line.
finish
She
saying,
can hear
man.
you
She's
loud and
still
clear.
No,
on
I'm
the
just
line.
saying. No, I ain't talking to
You
him.
ain't gonna
But
listen.
y'all keep
Her
she
number
brought
is
up
for
some good
Grunt.
points,
She
and y'all
is
keep
back
on
on
getting.
point now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I can't,
Go
but
ahead.
going back to what I was saying, that is where part of the problem is. We need somebody in the government to make it where the families can stay together.
See, that's that
Stop.
We
waiting to
need
help.
somebody
That's
up in
the
the
waiting
we
for
government
help.
we
to
can't.
That's why I
change
say
but
we
can't-
drowned
we
in
can't
2
do
feet of
that.
water. We
No, I
drowned in
don't
2
agree.
feet of water.
I don't agree.
We
We
cannot do
always
that
want a
ourselves.
handout.
Yeah,
We
go
don't
ahead.
need a
And
handout.
Thank you.
I told, didn't I
We
say?
just
can do
said
it
that.
Didn't I
ourselves.
just
We
say
can
we waiting on
absolutely do it
somebody to come
ourselves.
save us or
We
something?
cannot. We
She
cannot
said
do
y'all
that.
talking about change. How we gonna stand up?
Because you said we don't need no government. We need ourselves. That's the
Selves.
problem.
We
No, okay.
absolutely need
So
ourselves.
how do we?
And you know how it
how
starts?
do I
You know
fight
how it
against
starts?
Hold on,
DHS?
she's talking.
Hold
Let
How
us
do these
hear it.
people
You know
fight
how it
against
starts?
Wait,
DHS?
let's hear her talk, and then we
Go
hear
ahead.
you. We hear you next.
This is exactly how it starts. Michael saying, "Hey, I would like to take you out to lunch," and I say, "You know what? I would love to go out to lunch." And we go out to lunch, and then it starts like that, and then it progresses and progresses, and then eventually,
No.
maybe one day he gets to the point to where he says, "You know what? Will you marry me?" And I say, "I absolutely will," and it starts
Never
just
happened.
like that, and
Yes.
the dynamic
Yes.
starts like that. But we
Let's
have
stick
to
to what
start
she's
somewhere.
saying.
We don't need
Right.
anybody to save
Yes.
us. We
That's
can
right.
save ourselves.
That's not
That's
what I'm
right.
We
saying.
have the
Don't
mind.
help
Y'all
me,
miss-
help the
Hold
bear.
on,
Y'all
let's
miss what I'm
let her
saying.
let her
I
finish.
don't need
finish.
anybody in the government. Nobody in the government can help us.
They're
Because
not.
what's going to happen
Hold
at
on,
the government
let her
at the
finish.
top? By the time it
No.
trickles down to
Because in the
us,
position
I'll
we
probably be
in.
78,
Listen.
90 years old.
Right.
See what
There's
they
no
helped
point
us?
in
Listen.
waiting on it to trickle down to us when we can start it from here. And the problem is we don't want to start from the bottom up. We want to start from the top down, and that's not the way it should go.
Listen, I get what you're saying, but I'm talking about these people. So what do this couple do? Since they gonna stand up and they standing up 2
Okay.
feet out the
They know
water,
they do the same
and
thing
they
I
got to
just said.
fight
Hold on, can I
against
tell you?
DHS.
Let Stephanie finish.
Yeah, y'all
Can I
don't let
tell
me.
you?
No, go
No,
ahead.
let
I'm
me
listening.
finish.
Go
I'm
ahead.
listening.
And they got to sit there and fight against DHS. This is what the law is. What they go? How are they going to stand up in the water with the law?
Okay, now can I address this?
I'm a law-abiding citizen to a degree.
When you
Yeah,
talk
go
about
ahead.
So am I.
And I think it's a fine line that you can walk in order to do that. Because if that's the case, and you say, "Okay, I can't be with him to get this house," okay, well, go stay with mama or somebody until we get the
Can I
house.
say
And then
this?
when we get the house, what you gonna do to me?
No, okay,
Can I say
okay,
this?
but that's not following the
Hold
law, though.
Yes, it
That's
is.
not following
Because
the
they
law.
not in that
Can I
house. They
stop for a minute?
separated.
Can I ask y'all one question?
Okay.
Tell me.
Well, how
hold on,
can
no,
we
I
get?
asked
But
one
you
question.
missing.
I said,
How can we get it not to do that?
Okay, let me
Why?
ask you
How
this.
can we
Let me
get
ask you
it
Can
a
I
favor.
ask one question?
where the
Go
law
ahead.
work with us and not against us?
Necessity knows no laws.
Absolutely.
So listen, if they saying we can't be together, guess what? We don't go together no more.
We don't
Guess
go
what?
together.
Now get that house
me
and
get
then y'all
that.
be
That's it.
home. Flat
Let me
out.
get
Let's
that.
get it. Let's keep it
I
moving. We're
get
gonna
what
build
y'all
on
y'all
that.
saying.
If I got to put a trailer in the
But y'all
garage,
missing
in the
what I'm-
driveway,
Y'all missing.
you gonna
what-
make it happen? No, you missing.
Y'all
No,
missing
Stephanie,
what
you
I'm
know,
saying.
Absolutely.
listen, hold up. Listen.
Or-
Because listen, I really respect your opinion. I respect your
You're not-
opinion.
y'all-
Okay,
okay.
well, I'm just telling you. I respect your opinion and your views.
Mhm.
Because they can differ. And that's the thing about this. Everybody got their own opinion, their own, the way they think and this, that, and third. Only thing we try and do is find common ground so we can help each other. You know what I'm saying? And see
Or-
what you saying,
or we
people
can-
think like you.
Absolutely.
I mean, a lot of people think like you. I'm not saying you
And
over here
people
by
think
yourself
like
thinking
you.
like
Can
this.
I get
Right,
just
right,
20
right.
seconds?
Go ahead.
Just 20 seconds. George, could you please play by the Jackson 5? Mama, I think I found that girl.
Hey, man, listen here, man.
What in the world?
Listen.
So if
I
I
get
can
what
have
y'all
my
saying.
response, can I
But
respond?
I'm always
So can I have a response,
just
Stephanie?
feel-
Let Stephanie
Can I?
finish. Then
Okay.
you next. Let Stephanie
Dang,
finish.
don't
Go
look
ahead,
at me
Stephanie.
like
Come on.
that.
Come on,
Look,
Stephanie. Come on.
oh my goodness, I ain't
Where
gonna
you
make
at?
it. I'm not gonna make it.
If looks could kill
Right.
you, will be out of there.
Jackson 5.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish
Hold on,
finish what you're saying.
Jackson 5.
I just want to make it. I just think that the laws should be where we don't have to manipulate the law. It shouldn't have to be like that.
Oh my God.
Even though y'all think like that, and a lot of other people think, well, yeah, I could just go over here and do that. Why can't we stand up in the water to go against and make things work for us?
How long have you seen? Let me ask you a question. Let me get on some real talk for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that each leader that stepped up to do what you doing was assassinated?
Absolutely.
Okay, so now what you got to do is this: what you have to do. You have to have a mind that know how to improvise. No, we ain't saying stop, but you still learn how to survive.
Absolutely.
And you make it move. So
I'm
therefore,
not saying that.
So therefore, hey, if this the game you want to play, I'm gonna play your game.
But
I'm gonna get what I want.
I'm not saying that.
Well, I don't know what you saying.
So can I input?
People assassinated. So now, just like now, we don't have many black strong men leaders no more. No more. We got
they all get knocked off. Ain't nobody trying to
no,
jump
they
up.
old.
Ain't
No,
nobody
they done got old now.
Unless they working.
They not around. But we don't even have no more strong black men to even step up at Congress like we used to have.
So
no
can I
more.
input? Can I input?
Do you know how many felonies the president really got?
Can I input?
Go ahead.
Is it my turn yet?
Go ahead.
Double Dutch. Can I jump in? So from my perspective, everybody's correct when your Medgar Evers, Martin Luther King, Patrice Lumumba, and Malcolm X. All those folks were assassinated for standing up. I'm of this opinion. The civil rights movement and the rebellion movement of the foundational Black American passed away when Assata Shakur passed away, because she was the emblem and the symbol of rebellion. She escaped from a maximum security male prison and moved to a place where she couldn't be extradited, and she was never caught.
That was,
and then
Cuba.
that gave everybody that wanted to pretend or act or actually be a part of that movement, someone to look to and something to fight. Nobody ever took that mantle to continue in a large way.
Right.
So when she passed away, Black folk, y'all might as well just be quiet, because y'all just let her pass away for no reason.
Because we don't
without
have
a fight. So let me finish what I'm saying. So let me finish. You see, look at that.
Go ahead.
That's part of the issue.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You got this itch that you gotta scratch. It's a rash now.
Yeah, it's gonna come a boil in a minute.
And so with that, we have to adjust to that, because now times have changed. We are living and we see what we see. We're on the brink of all kinds of things. We are seeing, and information is coming on all kinds of levels. Now, coming to the masculine, feminine thing, this show, once we reflect on it, it's going to show us everything that we are talking about and acts, and it's going to show, like, do we have respect for our fellow person when it comes to a conversation? Do we have the ability to forgive? And then what I really originally wanted to start with was like, okay, the legal system. How many people know people that used a stipulation to get off a case or off on something?
Right.
So you have to use the law according to what it allows you to do.
Absolutely.
So if that means that I have to move outside the house and I get a trailer and put it in the driveway, I'm going to do that because I didn't violate the law. I used it and walked in the gray.
So, but I
so whatever they need to do,
they absolutely do
besides,
it.
hold up, stop scratching the boil.
I got to.
And so whatever they need to do to walk the gray line, not try to be this purist Christian, Muslim,
Yeah.
Buddhist, and do everything that they supposed. If it's in the gray and it's not crossing the line, you do that. You don't just,
Absolutely.
I don't know what to do. No, you better swim.
But
I don't care if it's
Right.
swimming
Absolutely.
with 2 fingers and a toe.
and because I've done it.
Right.
I do it all the time.
You're not listening.
But when do we get our black people back on board to fight where we don't have to do that?
We fight like this. We can't even go to conversation.
We don't.
Without fighting.
And we're past that point because it's
we
like
ain't going. We burning rubber.
We're in a different era now. So
Yep.
so with the passing away of in the era, and then where we are now, all of our credit has been spent.
Right.
Don't nobody care
We
about us
maxed
right now.
out. Yeah, facts.
Right.
So
No,
now
we
the
just really
world
been
world
replaced.
has to reset in order for the truth of who we are to be able to be reset.
Right.
Because everybody else got their own problem. Black people, what? That was 20, 50 years ago when like, oh yeah, they don't know who they are, but we know who they are and we respect them because look at them, they're fighting. Now we just twerking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
So now that they won and we're out the house, we're having these kind of conversations. And what they did was diabolical. They put feminism, crack, and all kinds of things into the community. So when we looked up, we didn't know which way was up. It's like, so we have folks that spent, I just lost a relative who spent 40 years in the penal system and never got to come out to see the light after 40 years for something that allegedly he did, not something that they had proof he did.
Concrete that he did, right.
So we are upside down because the thing is, we were put in situations to compromise everything. When you are able to sell a product to someone that you know is going to destroy them, you have compromised something in your brain and in your soul. And you have to force yourself to compartmentalize and to have cognitive dissonance on what you're doing. Unless you were born in that. Unless you was JoJo dancer and you was born in a brothel, then you chose.
That's
Well, it
Richard
was
Pryor.
chose for you.
That's Richard Pryor, by the way.
So we have to get out of that. So now the world has to reset because they when you look at what's it called? Buck breaking and
Like
the Willie Lynch.
Yeah,
when you're looking at the Willie
Yeah.
Lynch syndrome, it's coming around. It's roosting because whatever you do to the least of the Earth's children, you're doing it to all the Earth's children. So now that you have to adjust for that everybody is pointing missiles and pointing words and pointing all the stuff to each other, and we ain't got nothing to do with that conversation right now. Nothing.
They told me if you
so
ain't at the
once
table,
they
you on
address
the
that
table.
and once they do what they do, then the spiritual part of this thing will adjust itself and it will atone itself, and then we'll have a conversation to have. But you have to be
Right.
we have to be in a
We gotta be
spiritual
accountable.
space to do that.
Yeah,
We're going to be talking with
I
robots.
And I'm
definitely
done.
agree with
That's
that.
it.
Yeah, good.
But-
We gonna be talking with robots.
That's a
valid
very
point.
good
Very valid
breakdown.
point, for real.
We're going to be
But could I
talking
share
with
this with
robots.
I very much agree with that.
But could I share this with you, Stephanie?
Go ahead.
I need a girl.
I knew he was getting ready to say something crazy.
Kissing and hugging and holding.
I knew he was getting ready to say something.
Okay.
I wish I could.
Look,
You
he
can
gone.
join
He
this
gone.
You wish he could
conversation.
join the conversation.
Ugly
Was there
truth.
somebody-
Why can't you join the conversation? You
I
just
wish I could
start
join
typing.
the conversation.
Or
Just come on.
call 248-820-5053.
Come on, let's join this conversation. Let's get this in.
Because you know it's serious. I mean,
because
this is a serious This is a serious subject that's plaguing us as a people. You know what I mean? Because we can't, and everybody capitalize off our disunification by us not being unified and on the same accord. Everybody get to capitalize off us. You know, and one thing people don't understand is that the rich don't get rich off the rich get rich off the poor. And you got to have a poor class.
Yeah,
Hold on. Go ahead. I mean, if you want.
because the rich, you're right. Because the rich are always get rich because they don't have to pay for nothing.
But no. Okay. But what I'm saying is, so I'm saying that to say this: we have to come together, take our accountability. Say, hey, man, you know, I messed up because of this. I messed up because of that, and we got to be accountable, and we got to be willing to change our minds. You know, I mean, if you change your mind, you can change your address. But we got to be able to change our minds, and we have to learn how to come together and work together. Not seeing you as, you know, you thinking, you telling yourself you greater than me and I'm telling myself, I'm greater than you. You know what I'm saying? We have to come together on a common chord saying, okay, this is the only way that we can get our lives in order. And this is the only way we can change that femininity and masculinity.
But
Hold
and
on,
again,
check it out. Watch this.
like you
Because
said,
look at our kids.
it's
Look at
the
the kids.
mindset.
Look at our kids.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all you gotta do is look at our kids. That's what's gonna be representing us in the future. Look at them.
Absolutely.
Well,
But if we change our mindset, like you said, we got to change our mindset.
Yeah,
and if you
facts.
change your mindset, it'll change that.
Come
And
on.
I can say this as far as like even changing your mindset. I have gone from I was in college. My mother got sick. I had to come home. I wasn't able to finish. I started having children. I got married. That didn't work. I was a single parent. Never got a chance to go back. However, my mindset didn't change to know that I was great and I could still do anything. And that piece of paper of a degree didn't say that. And right now I hold a job that I actually have to have a master's degree for, and I don't have any.
Well, let's not say no. We don't want no heat.
It's your
on
mindset. It's your
It's your
mindset.
mindset.
It's
That's
your
right.
mindset.
That's
And my mind, and in my mind, I was greater than that.
That's
And
right.
nothing was going to stop me from doing that.
That's right.
And it didn't.
That's right.
And it didn't. And it absolutely didn't.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And so if we continue to
paper
do that,
cannot.
and that's what we absolutely, and we need to, and that's the energy, and that's the mindset that we need to transfer to our children.
Facts.
Because they don't have that
Right.
mindset, and
Facts.
that's the mindset that they need to have in order to be great, like I did for my
Right.
children.
Yeah.
My son, my children. Listen, I didn't have no money to send them to college, but they were able to go
That's right.
because I invested in them and I told them that they were great.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's right.
You
That's
gotta
right.
think
I invested
outside
in
the
them
box.
and I told them that they were great.
But you walked the
Yeah,
walk
absolutely.
too. You were supportive.
Yeah.
You said you was there at every.
I had to.
Oh man.
The games.
And again, paperwork
meetings.
don't determine your qualifications.
It doesn't define you.
It doesn't determine your
you.
qualifications. If you have the qualifications,
them
you got the
telling you-
qualifications. You just have to,
Absolutely.
like she did, prove it to them that
Right.
that you have the qualifications.
Well, that's just like them telling you the qualification is that you can't have a man in the house. Okay.
But see,
Well,
you
make them see it something different. But the thing about that is, as a collective, you and I, if we're
Right.
together, you and I need to sit down and we need to discuss it and we need to talk about it and we need to see what's going to work for us in order to move forward. Even if that means that we are going to boycott the whole system and say, hey, listen, we don't need them at all. We're going to figure this thing out together.
Come on.
We're going to figure it out. If we got to get a trailer and we got to put it in
Booker T.
Forest Park
Washington.
somewhere
Right.
until we figure it out,
Man, I
that's what
love
we're going to
you.
do.
I
And we're going
love
to save
you.
our
Oh, my
money
God.
and then we're going to do it. We don't need them.
Facts.
Booker
We
T.
got each
Washington.
other.
That's
got
that
this.
Booker T.
That's
Washington.
what I'm saying. That's what
Or
we
that
need-
Marcus
that's what we have to
Garvey.
do. That's really what
Man.
we need to do. We need to come together because when you look at our children and you look at the boys being demasculated, and then you look at the girls, they more masculine than the boys, and the boys more feminine. You know what I mean? And these are traits that they are taught. They picking this up, but oftentimes they picking it up by what they see. You know, don't nobody teach conflict resolution. You know what I mean? Hold on, y'all can talk that out. Then hold on, you'll find you can agree to disagree. You know what I mean? You don't have to. You know, we all have different brains, different minds, come from different circumstances or whatever the situation may be. But we can always agree to disagree if we can't find a common ground. But that don't mean I gotta eliminate you off the planet, and that don't mean you got to be trying to hate me or trying to do something to me to get me off the planet fast. We all leaving. You know, there ain't no question about that.
Right.
But the thing is, let's teach each other how to live, not how to
Children
die.
Children need to see that men and women can agree to disagree too, and not have these flared up arguments.
for real.
That they can see conflict resolution between them as well. Because I think that that's healthy for children to see their parents talk it out, not argue
Not
it out,
arguing,
but
not
have
throwing slurs and
have a constructive conversation about it. Because we can do that, and we can come to agreement, and I can say, hey, you know what? I really don't think that is the best way that we can go about it, but let's try it and see. And if it doesn't work, can we do it my way?
Yeah, that's what's
But
up.
let me ask the panel a quick question, though. Let me ask the panel. We just sitting on here talking about femininity versus masculinity. But how do you guys classify her speaking as a queen?
That's feminine. That's feminine all day.
But is it strong?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you better know it.
So be able to identify that is all I'm saying.
Yeah, for real.
Don't look at that as, this person, two hands strong. They act. No, be able to recognize exactly what it is and how this queen is speaking.
And for real, when you say queen and you say kings, That's really what we are. However, a lot of us don't know that's what we are. So we don't even behave like what we truly are in our essence. We don't even behave like that. You know what I mean? We act like savages, for real, for real.
Jesters.
Yeah, them that right there. But the point is, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Steph, any closing
I'm
comments?
done.
No, see, now look at that.
In a defeated voice that's all bitter. Like she just want to burn the car up and everything.
Set it on fire.
Key in that joint.
Driving down the street.
You gotta get a paint job.
And start singing a Mary J. Blige song from.
Seriously, any closing comments, Steph?
What's that movie called?
Listen.
Waiting to exhale. That was a whole waiting to exhale. I'm done.
I'm done.
Out of all this positivity,
it's positive, and everything is correct.
But what do you have to say? Do any closing?
No.
Her rash won't allow her to be happy.
Everything is good.
That was. I ain't seen her strain to smile like that, and who knows when. It's a heck of a strain.
Everything is beautiful. Everything is beautiful.
Okay, all right. Well, you know what I mean. It was definitely a pleasure. You know what I mean. You know, with your interaction, Miss what's that? Satara.
Yes, Satara.
Okay. Satara. I said it right.
Yes, no, it's Satara. Yes, you said it right.
I said it wrong.
Okay,
yeah,
I said
it
right.
Yeah,
Satara.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just your input has been
well, Money Mike said it wrong, so he could get it right.
Okay then. Yeah.
So did you apologize?
Oh, let me apologize, Queen, for saying your name wrong. Are you happy, Stephen?
Yes, apologize.
Okay, I apologize to the Queen. Sorry for saying your name wrong.
Okay, thank you.
And it's been nothing short, of a blessing.
But she know I love her though. But go ahead.
Hold on now. You gonna make somebody not give you the
Y'all
number.
can say this for my new dating show. I'm gonna put both of y'all on there.
Oh, well, I'm already spoken for. I'm married.
Right, but it's two types.
I'm talking about you talking them two.
But it's two type of loves.
I'm talking about
it's the love, but it's the love where a sister coming from in the vibe.
You need to listen to Raheem Divine, man. For real. You need to check out Raheem.
I'm gonna put y'all on my new dating show that's coming soon.
I understood what you meant, Mike. I understood what you meant.
Thank you, sweetie.
Oh man, this is just too much for me.
This is getting crazy.
This is hold on.
Crazy.
I don't even want to end the show.
I'm trying to say this is getting ridiculous.
Because like I told you, I can listen to her all night.
This is getting ridiculous.
Because she talking about something.
Right.
This episode of Lessons with Larry has been brought to you by Pillow Talk.
Get your pillow,
please. Because this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah. So listen, make sure that you you stay on the line, Miss Satara. So that way, Mike, you can give her a grand prize.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Make sure that she receive a grand prize.
Know
and I would like to see you come to the show.
Definitely,
for real. I'd like to get you down here. I
would love to come to the show. You let me know when.
Consider that an invite.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
We can do this next week or something.
Yeah,
everybody out there, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe.
Is it on Monday?
Share.
Yes, it's every Monday.
It's on
Monday.
Every Monday at 5:30.
And I'm gonna sit on the couch.
Monday is a good time for me. Y'all tell me where. I'll be
it's downtown. But stay on the line. I'm gonna give you my number now. Make sure you have all that.
Thank you again. And this has been Lessons with Larry, episode 63 with Stephanie Winfrey and Money Mike and your grand host, Larry Lot. Feminine versus masculine. And we're out.